Good afternoon. Today, we'll look at the difference between marketing and sales. Technically, this can be a slightly, confusing question for somebody, who has not seen marketing, because please do understand, the subfunction of marketing includes sale. Okay, so marketing, as you know, starts with understanding consumer needs and then developing a marketing strategy, delivering customer value through marketing program, which all are supposed to achieve sales. Okay, so the better your marketing efforts, smoother or more superfluous your sales will be. But a common question is, what is the difference between sales and marketing? Or technically, probably, they're meaning, what is the difference between marketing concept and sales concept? Okay, so when you're looking at this, we need to understand the evolution of marketing. So as you know, marketing evolved along with industrial revolution. So we initially had the marketing philosophy of production concept. Okay, so in production concept, it says that whatever you can produce, can be sold because there's a perfect demand. And then slowly it came to product concept. So as competition came, the theory was, you should have a better product than your competitors. Then said, even when you have the best of the mouse straps, it doesn't sell unless you make some sales effort. Okay, so it came the selling concept. Okay, and then came the marketing concept. So in marketing concept, what happened was, you knew that every customer is not the same. So customers were different, and every customer had his own unique needs. Okay, so you need to develop unique products and services for based on the customer requirements. Okay, so we started segmentation, targeting, positioning, etc. And then came the holistic marketing, where the marketing philosophy talked about managing marketing as a business itself. So you had internal marketing, you had relationship marketing, you had societal, that is you had to also look into performance marketing, that is achieving sales targets, profits, etc., etc. And also your integrated marketing, where your 4 P's are integrated. Okay, and then latest is the societal marketing concept. Okay, where your marketing efforts are supposed to be beneficial to the society. Okay, so coming to the marketing and sales, the question is same, like what is the difference between leaders and managers? Okay, please do understand, one of the managerial function is leading. Okay, they're not separate, but they're one within the other. But because of the importance of sales or leadership, it is sometimes tend to be taken out and treated as a separate subject. So when you're looking at marketing and sales concept, please do understand, marketing concept deals with understanding customer requirements, and as a result, products are manufactured and sold based with such care that it meets the customer's requirement exactly. Okay, whereas selling starts when you already have a product. Okay, so you are not actually looking at the customer, or those that this thing is over, or you are not customer oriented. So it starts from what you have. Okay, it's not, you're not starting to, or you're not trying to understand what the customer wants. You have something and you want to sell it off times. Okay, so this is typically an outside-in process. Okay, so I start with my customers, and then I develop my products. I develop my product based on the customer requirements. Whereas this is a inside out. Okay, so here what happens is that I'm looking at what I can produce. Okay, and then based on that I'm trying to hard sell the same thing to the customer. Okay, so this is more needless to say, the main focus is customer. So this is customer centric, whereas this is product centric. Okay, I told you I'm trying to sell what I have. I'm not trying to sell or trying to make what the customer wants. Okay, so what drives the marketing is, or emphasis on the needs of the market or the needs of the customers, whereas in sales, I'm looking at the needs of the company. Okay, so I have a product and I need to sell it. Okay, I need to sell it. Okay, I need to sell it. So my orientation or emphasis is on my ability to produce. Okay, approach is integrated. Okay, so here what is happening is that based on the market requirements, okay, I'm developing a product with appropriate promotion. Okay, placement or distribution, and pricing. Okay, and pricing. Okay, so I have 4 P's which are integrated in nature, and I'm delivering good customer value. Okay, or superior customer value. Okay, whereas this is not the case in sales. In sales, yes, my product is fixed. Okay, whereas I'm not looking at, or I am not integrating my pricing, or distribution, or placing, or promotion. And that is ad hoc. Okay, depending on the consumer needs. Okay, so I may not have fixed price, or I may not use price for conveying the product value. So what I do is, I adjust the price depending on the customer and what is his requirement or quantity required, etc., etc. Okay, marketing is generally a long-term orientation. Okay, so I am trying to build a relationship, or it is more relational in nature. Okay, relational in nature. Okay, whereas this is short-term or transactional in nature. So my job is over as long as I have pushed the product across or sold the product to the customer, and then we don't have any great interaction. Okay, and then scope is related to all activities which drives customers to buy the product. So this is more of I don't know, in marketing we call it as pull marketing. Okay, pull marketing. Okay, so here I'm trying to pull the customers by creating a very well differentiated product, well communicated, priced to convey the value, okay, of its difference, and placed for consumer convenience or customer to act. Whereas this is related to flow of goods. Okay, so I adjust all my piece except the product. Okay, because product is anyway fixed. Okay, this is what I can manufacture. Okay, I can't manufacture, and I'm trying to push it. Okay, I'm trying to push it. Okay, I'm trying to push it. Okay, target is generally marketing is indirect in nature, or I try to attract a huge audience. Okay, so I use mostly above the line communication. Okay, that is no direct communication, this thing. Okay, whereas in sales I am looking at smaller audiences, and I'm trying to make individual communication, or what we typically call as below the line communication. Okay, below the line communication. Activity in marketing is generally media dependent, because it is indirect, and I need to target a huge customer base. Okay, whereas in sales I'm looking at one-to-one interaction. Okay, one-to-one interaction. Okay, relationship is one to innumerable. That is I'm having a relationship with a large group of customers. Okay, large group of customers. For example, I'm selling deodorants or toilet soaps, etc., etc. It's impossible for me to meet customers one-to-one. Okay, whereas when I'm looking at something like insurance, okay, it is possible for me to have one-to-one interaction and relationship. Okay, so it's more about one-to-one interaction and relationship. Okay, activity, I start with understanding consumer needs. I develop the appropriate communications, sales, after sales service, etc., to maximize delivery of customer value and maximize customer satisfaction. Whereas in sales I'm starting with what is my product. Okay, what is my product, or creating a product which I can. Okay, and then sorry, I'm trying to push it across to the customer. Okay, for example in banking services or in insurance, there is a limitation for creating product, and once I create a product, I generally try to push it across. But please do understand, no marketing organization looks at either only marketing concept or selling concept. I might have to use both. Okay, I might have to use a mixture of these two concepts. Okay, for example, I'm having something like, let's say, deodorants. Okay, deodorant is needless to say, variety seeking buying behavior. Okay, and what happens is that, yes, I can attract my customers to a great extent, but just because the customer involvement is low, often what happens is that a customer might know about my product, he's very much aware of the brand, etc., etc., but he may not act. And in such cases, I use sales or selling to push the product. Okay, push the product. In insurance itself, you look at you use both marketing and sales. Before doing some kind of product development, you do some kind of consumer research. Okay, you do some kind of consumer research, and you also do a kind of mass communication. Probably if you look at ICICI Prudential, okay, so you have somebody like Amitabh Bachchan, a brand ambassador coming. Okay, Amitabh, coming. And then he tells about the benefits, or why you should need to have insurance. And yes, people are aware of ICICI Prudential, and know that they have products which can make the customers financial future secure. But still people are not going to buy it. Okay, so what happens then you have a salesperson, or what we typically call as insurance agent. Okay, insurance agent. Okay, so the agent comes and does the sales activity. Okay, sales activity. Okay? So generally, when you're looking at selling something, please do understand. You can either look at a marketing concept or a sales concept. Marketing concept is more about effectiveness. Okay, so it is all about understanding the consumer needs. Okay, and then developing products and delivering the maximum consumer value. Whereas sales is more about efficiency. Okay, more about efficiency. So I'm trying to produce what I can, or what is my specialty, in the most efficient manner, and then I'm trying to sell it across to the customers. Okay, so whenever you have a product in its early PLC stage, okay, there is introduction and growth, okay, you concentrate more on the marketing activity, okay, whereas and less on sales activity. But as it matures, competition comes, and market gets saturated, you slowly move it into, or you increase your sales activity. Okay, so this is what the exact difference between what is the exact difference between marketing and sales. Okay,